What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talking Shit, episode 107. My name is Barrett Courtney. I'm one of your hosts, and here, joined with me are my two great co-hosts and even better friends, the bisexist from Texas, Henry Montiero.
Welcome to Trash.
You're like really sweaty today. What's going on with you?
I sweat a lot.
You sweat a lot? Did you walk all the way here?
No.
No? Just sweating?
Yeah.
Sweating? You're just nervous? Just nervous?
Yeah.
It's like on a first date.
Why did I leave my water over there?
I don't know why you left your water over there.
Do you want your water?
Do you want your water?
Yeah.
Okay. And getting the water is the Filipino chump, Max Romero. What's up, Max? How you doing today?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got his water, so
Yeah, you know,
Feeling pretty,
Thanks,
everything's
water.
coming up, Max.
feeling pretty
James Waterboy,
utilitarian.
also known as the third most remembered Adam Sandler film.
What would be number two and number one?
Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
I like Big Daddy, though. I don't know if it's one of the most memorable, though. That was just the one I would watch a lot.
Happy
as a
Gilmore
kid.
and Billy Madison are like the only ones.
They're the pinnacle, definitely.
They're the ones who are like, yeah, I don't like Adam Sandler, but these movies were funny.
Little
Yes.
Nicky.
God, fuck Little Nicky.
You mean Little Nicky for the Game Boy Color?
You mean Little Dicky? What if they did a remake of Little Nicky, but it was a Little Dicky playing Little Nicky?
I'd hate it, but white people would love it.
Yeah.
Look, white people be like, Lil Dicky's the best rapper in the biz right now.
Henry, how's your week been? What have you been up to? We haven't seen you. We haven't seen you on the show for 2 weeks. Last week's episode, bunch of like weird just scheduling conflicts. Seven wasn't available, and then I tried to reschedule for Monday, and then people weren't available on Monday.
Ricky's
so,
dead.
Ricky's dead. Hashtag free Ricky. We're bringing that back. So last week's episode, I had special guest Sean Pitts from IGN on the show. So we haven't seen you in for a while. So what have you been up to?
I've been working.
You got an Xbox One.
I did.
Tell me about it.
It's nice.
Yeah?
It looks very good because I got the Xbox One S.
Oh yeah, you got the S.
Oh.
So it's not as big as my TV.
And apparently it's not as loud. Apparently the Xbox One is like really, really loud, apparently. So
It can be.
oh yeah. You have one?
Oh, my roommate had one, and we compared like how loud the PS4 was to the Xbox One. Xbox One was still louder, but not
Yeah.
by too much.
Xbox 360 is still the loudest console I've ever.
Yes. It has a freaking power brick too.
Oh yeah. And the Xbox One S, the power brick is inside the console, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, fucking Microsoft
beautiful.
finally got it
Yeah.
up to date with that shit.
Were you forced to have Connect with it or no?
No, Xbox One S, there's actually no port for Connect. So you have to get a special adapter to even want to do Connect.
That's
So-
great.
So when I finally want to play Fantasia Music Evolved.
Connectimals.
But
Have you been playing anything on it yet?
I played a little bit of Forza
Okay.
Motorsport 6.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a racing game.
It's good racing. And I also got Rare Replay.
Yeah.
I got Ori and the Blind Forest, the physical copy.
Oh, all right.
And I got Sunset Overdrive because it was $10.
Sunset Overdrive, a lot of people love that one. It's Insomniac. I like Insomniac, so I
King
imagine.
Buzzo from the Melvins is in there.
Oh, really?
It's weird. Also, over the past week, I believe, I've beaten 3 games.
Oh, what games are there?
So I beat Sleeping Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs, dope. How'd you like it?
Great
That's a good
game.
Okay.
That was a
Highly
good game.
recommended. Get it for your PS4.
Okay.
Yes.
I beat Spec Ops: The Line.
Okay.
Very good story, very good ending.
Okay.
Kind of hated it at some points because of the gameplay.
Yeah, but the story still won me over when
What console is that
gameplay got
available on?
choppy.
Is that last gen?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I beat God of War 2.
Ooh, how'd you like God of War 2?
I realized I don't really like the God of War games.
Yeah, and that's why this new one I'm really excited for because it seems so unlike the God
Because
of
it
War
looks like
Not a hack.
Shadow of Mordor.
games. It's not it doesn't look as much of a hack and slash fucking beat 'em up almost, like
quick time reaction.
Yeah,
I think a God of War with Batman controls would work pretty well.
yeah. I think I want people to just start veering away from the Batman controls though. That's
True.
just because it's just so many people are doing it now. It's like
Mad Max.
Middle Earth, and it did not work with Middle Earth. People were like, "Oh, it's so amazing with Middle Earth." No, it feels awkward when you're doing it with
'Cause
a
it's a
sword.
sword.
Yeah, it's not fist to fist, Max, what have you been up to?
Oh, nothing
Playing any
much.
games? Playing anything fun, interesting?
Other than a lot of work. No, just playing the same old.
Injustice.
Injustice, yeah. Wrecking with the Bane train.
Yeah.
You ready for that you getting ready for that new installment?
Injustice 2.
If they put Bane back, because they already blue balled me with Black Manta. They're like,
But Blue Beetle.
True.
Yeah.
Which Blue Beetle? Ted Cord or Jamie Ramirez?
That one, not Ted Cord.
Oh,
I know everybody.
but
knows
still,
Ted Cord.
Jamie's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bryan
Cranston.
Fuck his name up. Keshinger, I think. Good friend working on that game. You're fucking awesome. I love you. I miss you. Moved to San Francisco.
And shout out to Bryan Cranston for his voiceover.
Shout out to Bryan Cranston for his roles in the Power Ranger TV show.
And the 30 minutes of screen time he got in the Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
That movie happened.
Movie would have been 10 times better if it was all just if Bryan Cranston was Godzilla.
It was just him in a suit.
You know
I am the danger.
And all of his lines are just Malcolm in the Middle quotes dubbed over. So it's like, Hal, you're in the suit again.
You know the nuke.
He's doing like the crazy speed walking.
You know the nuke got more screen time than he did, right?
Who?
The nuke. Like,
oh, really?
Like not a person, but like the literal plot device of that nuke.
Yeah.
It got more screen time than Bryan Cranston.
That's
fucking
incredible.
Fucked up. It's fucked up. But playing Injustice, anything else?
A bunch of my friends and I got back into GT Online. We're not doing anything serious. We never do. We're just fucking around. You should join us at some point, Barrett.
Should.
Or at least just
I really
me.
should, because I got Grand Theft Auto 5 and The Last of Us. Grand Theft Auto 5 was like on sale, and that game's never on sale. So I was like, all right, I should probably pick this up. And then Last of Us was like fucking $8 or something. I was like, okay, I need to buy this. So
and play through it again.
yes. So I got those digitally, so I have those forever. But yeah, I'm enjoying GTA 5 again. I haven't played it in a couple of years.
Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS3.
It's fine.
I mean, it's not that much different on the new generation consoles. It's just like you have the first person mode, but I never play that mode because I'll play it online. I don't like it for story.
Yeah.
I remember I used to when we would go to Jack's house, we would play the. I made this Grand Theft Auto mode where you could only use a knife in first person and you just had to stab people.
Futurama Roberto mode.
Quentin Berenger is probably gonna love that. But yeah, I've been playing GTA 5. I'm like probably 80% through that story, I think, from what I told you. Like I just hit the FIB building, so
Nice.
I'm a good portion into it.
You're at the point where you're like,
The family's coming back for Michael. We're about to have
like Trevor, but yet
he makes a lot of sense.
he does.
And I haven't really been playing much else because I've just been doing a lot of work. I've been working at my day job, and then I've been writing like news articles. I want to start doing that a little more for our website. Doing like try to do like one piece of news per day for the BZG blog.
I should get back to writing.
Yeah, you should. I need another writer besides me and Jacob Lightly. We need someone else. We need some new fucking. I liked your Simpsons one. You got to do a follow up.
More design flaws.
Yeah, I like that one.
Actually, I had an idea of another one for God of War.
Oh,
another thing I wanted to bring up.
no. What?
So I saw Jason Bourne.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I thought it was incredibly mediocre and boring. Like it was the only movie where I've ever like just sat down and been like, "Can this?"
That's the worst. That is the worst.
Like I'd go to the bathroom because it meant I didn't have to see the movie because I was so bored. And
by the time you guys are watching this topic on Monday, you might be wondering, have you guys reviewed Suicide Squad? Yes, we have. It's on our YouTube page. It went up on Friday, I think. So go check that out.
Did you already get your ticket?
Yeah. Going Daly City, 9 p.m. Thursday night.
I might see you with the squad, the boys,
the fam. We were trying to do 6 p.m., but I'm going to see it with Mr. Sean Pitts, and he doesn't get back from work until like 7:30 or something. So we got to go a little later.
So,
but I imagine it'll be a fun ride.
But the thing I realized with Jason Bourne is like maybe the reason I don't like this, besides the fact that this is mediocre as hell, is because I've never seen any of the other Jason
Really?
Bourne
I
movies.
really like the first three.
Yeah.
The first three.
Would it be
It's like
funny if the only one I saw was the fourth one with
Legacy.
Jeremy Renner.
yeah.
that would be really weird.
But it made me come up with this idea for like another kind of review show we could have where the idea is that it's two people.
Just talking about shitty things like Jason Bourne.
No, it's two people reviewing things. One person a huge fan of it, and the other one with no connection to it to get two sides of it.
Okay.
Because I had this idea of like whenever I see like.
So it's very much like the Final Fantasy 15 press conference where you had Tim Geddes, big fan of Final Fantasy, and then Greg Miller, who doesn't give a shit about Final Fantasy.
Like, for example, like you love Harry Potter. I don't care about Harry Potter.
So let's do a review of Cursed Child. It probably sucks.
Can we call the show Gray Area?
Ooh, I
had
that.
The idea of Out of Context, but I like that more.
Oh.
I like both of them. See, we're coming up with ideas left and right.
So like it would be like a review of like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, where it's you and me, and it's like you're talking about it as a continuation of the series, and I'm talking on it as like a film by itself and like the technical.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this is Talking Shit. It's BZG's weekly podcast where the three of us bring in random topics of discussion and we talk some shit about those topics. If you like that, head on over to patreon.com/BZG. Give us $1 a month and you can get every full audio version of the episode early before the episode goes up on YouTube, where it's broken up topic by topic Monday through Thursday, and before the full audio version of the episode goes up for everybody on Friday on SoundCloud, RSS feed, and hopefully iTunes. I'm trying to work that out again, so...
Talking shit with an asterisk.
Yeah, that's what Sean said. Sean was like, you should just try to asterisk it out.
Put a little butthole in the middle of it.
Yeah, this is a weekly talk show where we talk and then people do construction behind us. Sorry if you hear that in the background. So anyway, the first topic I'm bringing in is, so we've got this Nintendo Mini, right? The NES Mini.
The plug and play.
It's not even a console. It's just literally a plug and play.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the Shrek one.
And I was thinking about it. I was like, would I get this? And the only reason I would get it is to do Let's Plays for it, but we can't do Let's Plays right now, so I'm sort of in a funk with that. We got to save up for a new capture card, I believe. But I was thinking about, like, would I buy this just to play it on my own? And I said no, because I didn't really grow up with the original Nintendo. Like, later on, like, when around, like, 14 or 15, I started playing a lot of, like, the original, like, NES stuff. But I was mainly raised with the Super Nintendo. So I thought to myself, Barrett, what would be on the Super Nintendo Mini if Nintendo decided to do a follow-up with this? Because I feel like if the first one does really well, I feel like it's going to go one of two ways, where they do another NES Mini, but with 30 different games.
It's just all Tetris.
Or a follow-up with an SNES Mini. And I think that's actually the smarter route to go.
Or they could make a little Game Boy thing.
Yeah. Okay. I like that idea. But we're going to go with my idea first. So... I told you guys, I texted you guys, like, hey, think about what games you would want on the Super Nintendo Mini. So, like the 30 games, because the whole thing with the NES Mini is because it has 30 games. So, Max, I want you to go first, because you don't have a full list. You just had some games that you just sort of wanted to see on it.
It was bigger at one point, but I figured, you know what? Like, half of these games are probably already going to be on their list, so there's no need for, like, the repetition. So I'll just do the ones that are really, like, near and dear to my heart from what I remember from Super Nintendo. So
I already see one on your list that I know is on mine.
Is it Chrono Trigger?
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger. So Chrono Trigger's one, Mega Man X, Street Fighter 2. You have some fighting game variation in there. And then the big ones for me would be Battletoads, whatever Battletoad title came out for the Super Nintendo.
It was like a long one.
I think it was Battle Maniacs.
It was Battletoads with Battle Maniacs, I think, was what the entire title was.
Where now I have Battletoads for the Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I gotta come over
and
play your Xbox One.
I'm not gonna beat Battletoads. No one's ever beaten Battletoads.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
Mr. Beat Super Meat Boy.
Last two would be Earthworm Jim, because I think that was Super Nintendo.
Yes, it was.
That and Genesis.
And Earthbound. I would like some love for the Mother series.
Okay. Yeah. It's a good like couple of requests right there. Henry, what is your list?
So I made a full list.
You are like the old school video game guy. So I was really interested to see like how similar our list was going to be and how out there it was going to be.
And I put a few rules for myself.
I put no rules. I was like, I'm going to go all out, bitches.
My major rule is, so I looked at what was on the NES, and so I went, I'm not going to include anything.
I didn't include Super Mario All-Stars because I felt like that was a cheat a little bit.
I actually included that as my 31st.
Oh.
Because I was like, I don't know if I want to put this on the main list, but I definitely feel like it would be a good choice.
Yes. Okay.
Especially because they don't have the original Super Mario Brothers 2 on the Mini NES.
That's true.
And the rule for me was that I didn't want to put anything that would be tied up with legal troubles. So no license games. So
I went all out on
no Super Star Wars, no Goof Troop, no TMNT4. I think that's the only rule I placed for myself.
That's a good one. But I was the reason I let myself go with licensed games was because I was surprised of like they were able to get fucking Castlevania and Final Fantasy for the original for like the Mini NES. So I was like surprised that they were able to play ball with other companies. So I let myself sort of go free range just because if they can fucking play with Square Enix and Konami especially. Like,
you mean Pro Evolution Soccer?
Henry, hit me with your list.
So I started it off with the 5 games where I was like, I don't even need to talk about them because these are obviously going to be here. Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, Link to the Past, and Super Mario Kart.
Okay.
Those are definitively going to be on it if it happens.
Oh, it's going to happen.
After that, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Okay.
Because...
No, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really beloved
And that's
game.
why Yoshi's Story is so disappointing, because a lot of people wanted more of... Like, Yoshi's Story was definitely like a bare-boned version of Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't figured out N64 yet.
Yeah, they really hadn't.
Final Fantasy 4 and 6.
Okay.
I liked 6.
No one needs to play 5.
No. Five is... okay for the time. It's okay for the time.
It's the Final Fantasy 13 for the SNES.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, Secret of Mana. But also another very good RPG.
Yes.
Earthbound.
Yes.
And then the first, like, not really a classic, but wanted to throw it in as a super nostalgic game for a lot of people. Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
I don't remember that one, actually.
It's the one where you're a kid with spiky blonde hair just going around in a top-down perspective, shooting zombies and saving your neighbors. It's a super nostalgic game for a lot of people.
Vaguely familiar. I'm going to look keep going with your list. I'm going to look this up. What is it called? Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
Yeah. Kirby Superstar.
Yeah.
I knew you were probably going to
I love Kirby.
Yeah.
Super Castlevania 4.
Okay.
I thought people didn't like the Super Castlevania game.
People love that game.
Oh.
Like a lot. You're wrong. Starfox.
Okay.
Because it's good to have a Starfox.
Yeah.
Revolutionary for its time. Let people see how it hasn't aged well. F-Zero. Very good racing game. Mega Man X.
Yeah.
Super Punch-Out.
Interesting. The reason is there any big differences with Super Punch-Out than regular Punch-Out?
Super Punch-Out. So the Punch-Out for the NES is the only Punch-Out game that really has like the more top-down perspective. All the other ones are behind Lomac.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So that's the one a lot of people know is Super Punch-Out.
With the racist characters.
Oh, they all have racist characters.
That's the one I'm thinking of, right?
The one where it's like...
you're behind Lomac, and it's very like, yeah.
And I include it because Punch-Out's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, it really is.
Final Fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because classic beat 'em up.
Okay.
And I mean, they're putting out the Genesis one with Streets of Rage. So it's a good counterpoint.
Yeah.
And also, but why was Double Dragon not on the NES one?
That's true. A lot of people were upset about Double Dragon not being on the first one.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Because that's the iconic one.
How come?
Because it's the one where they sped it up so it wasn't as sluggish as before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pilot Wings.
Yeah. It's not. It's something that
It's another iconic one.
Yeah.
R-Type 3. The space shooter.
Yeah.
And Gradius 3. Both very classic space shooters, very highly acclaimed in that subcategory. Donkey Kong Country 2. Because that's another one.
Yeah, Diddy Kong's Quest.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Sean yesterday about it, and he was like, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It's like one of my favorite games.
Yeah. My dad buys Ghosts and Goblins every time we update a virtual console list.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he hates that game. He's just like, I'm going to beat it.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim.
Yes.
And this is the big one. This is the big one where I was like, I needed to have this RPG because it's little known. And I want to say it's like the only Western produced game on this list.
Okay.
Shadowrun.
Huh.
Okay, the classic old Shadowrun.
It's the cyberpunk RPG where people who are into cyberpunk love this game.
Okay.
It's like the Deus Ex
your
of
Quentin
the SNES.
Berringers would be into
That's
this?
steampunk.
Right.
You always know someone who's into cyberpunk, and they're always weird. They wear coats.
I mean, people who are into steampunk are pretty weird, too.
They wear gears.
Yep.
How come we haven't had like a dedicated steampunk RPG yet?
I don't know.
That's what
I
a lot of
mean,
people wonder. There's been tabletop like games dedicated to steampunk, but never.
I feel like there is, and we're just not thinking of it right now.
Yeah, probably.
Could you count Dishonored?
I was thinking a little Dishonored, but Dishonored is also a little futuristic as well.
Yeah.
Like a little too futuristic for steampunk.
Contra 3.
I think I would say BioShock has steampunk influences.
Yes, especially Infinite.
Yes.
Where's my Wild Wild West game?
Well, okay.
Wild West.
Well, you said Contra 3. Okay.
They had Super C. It's a good way of continuing this. Super Bomberman.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because a really good party game.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's definitely like, what was that? 4 players?
Yeah, you need to buy an extension for it.
Yeah.
Legend of the Mythical Ninja.
What?
It's fairly obscure, like in the grand scheme of SNES games, but it's a really iconic, like mix of beat 'em up, RPG, and platformer.
Okay.
Like people who've played it love it. It's like one of those games.
Yeah.
And then this one's kind of a joke. I just wanted to include it to continue from the NES Mini, Pack Attack. Because they had Pac-Man on the other one.
That's good.
And I was like, let's put another Pac-Man game on here.
Is that your list?
And Super Mario All-Stars.
Okay.
As the unofficial 31st. That's
I
my
respect
list.
that. I respect that. Couple of missions that I'm surprised about. But let's get to my list. Yeah. Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games.
Did I
of all
not say
time.
Chrono Trigger?
I don't think you did.
I forgot Chrono Trigger, huh?
You
That's
piece of
I
shit.
provided. I got it for you.
Yeah. Chrono Trigger.
Maybe I forgot it because I have it on the DS.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games of all time. So that was like the first game I thought of. I was like, yes, we need to get this on here. Another one. I'm going alphabetical order. An interesting one, and this is not a game that is for me like whatsoever, but I thought it would be like something that like, because I try to reach like all different boundaries, right? Like your RPGs, your real-time strategies, your platformers,
SimCity.
Civilization, the first one, because I think that would be like, because like what's Civ 6 is coming out, Civ 5.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I don't keep up with it. So I think it would be like a cool like sort of timely thing to like put out the original one, so people could see like what Civilization like was back in the day.
I really wish you could buy like the Civ games on Steam, like the original ones, like Civilization.
Do they not
2.
have it?
They only have 5, I think.
Huh.
Oh,
Interesting.
just 5? I thought that was like 4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5 actually.
Okay.
Like I think Steam needs a lot more of like the super old school, like PC games,
Yeah.
like
can appreciate
Civilization.
I remember playing the original Civilization. It was like
I love.
it wasn't my like thing, but I was like, hey, like it's
I love
easy enough for me to understand.
I love Civilization so much. I bought the Civilization Revolution for the 360.
Isn't that an ongoing thing in every Civilization game? Was that Gandhi was a dick?
Oh, do you know why?
No, is it because
It was
everybody?
ironic.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna
this
say.
is great. So what happened is that they had it so okay. Every leader has their base stats at the beginning, and let's put Gandhi's like violence, whatever they called it, at 0 because he's a pacifist.
Yeah.
And then when you updated to like the second stage, I think,
Yeah.
because everyone is more, it's like people are less like barbarian. Everyone's stat goes down 1
Yeah.
But Gandhi's went back to the top.
That's fucking hilarious.
Damn it, Gandhi.
And so he
So it's
immediately
basically
went,
just
our
a glitch.
threats are backed with nuclear weapons.
It's fucking hilarious. Continuing the list, Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. One I'm surprised you didn't say is Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario was a hit. A big hit.
I think of that more as an NES game, though.
That's true. That's true. Because for the Super Nintendo, it's Tetris and Dr. Mario. That's like it comes with two. So, and then Earthbound, obviously, Earthworm Jim 1 and 2. Because the second one is actually like really, really, really good. But you know, a lot of people think of the first one. F-Zero, Final Fantasy 3.
Call it 6.
Yeah, exactly.
No one calls it 3 anymore.
Final Fantasy 6. I don't really like 4. Never hit me like it did other people. So I really think like because I think there's only one Final Fantasy game on the first NES Mini, right?
Yeah, Final Fantasy, because 2 and 3 never came out in America.
Right.
And then they skipped over 5 because...
Yeah.
and then they skipped all the way to 7.
Exactly. So Final Fantasy 6, and then Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. And let me tell you, motherfuckers, this game, because it was a revolutionary like baseball game, it like added so many mechanics that are still in baseball games today.
You put that, but you don't put Lee Carvalho's putting challenge?
I actually had that one. I remember having that.
You got me over what, Battleborn?
So yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. like that game had so many like new things of being able to like move your batter like while the pitch was still coming to you and like
vibrate so fast I can't not hit it. I've beaten the game.
Like every team like had their own stadium, and they just integrated a lot of things that like influenced sports games in general today. So I feel like that is like a classic one that you would go back to. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, obviously. Mega Man X and Mega Man X2. Mortal Kombat 2.
See, the reason I didn't put Mortal Kombat on my list is because that's way more iconically a Genesis game.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Like, no one, when they think of Mortal Kombat at home, is like, yeah, on the SNES. Everyone's like, yeah, on the Genesis, where I put in the blood code and it was rad.
I just remember having Mortal Kombat 2 for the SNES, and I just didn't know as many fighting games, so that was sort of like a fallback one I had.
You know what's something that feels weird looking back in context?
What?
The fact that the SNES and Weezer were around at the same time just feels a little weird to me. Looking back.
Paperboy 2.
Paperboy
So
2,
good.
The Revenge.
So good. I remember
He's back for blood.
Paperboy 2 is probably the game I spent the second most. It would go Chrono Trigger, whatever. Chrono Trigger, and then Paperboy 2, and then
Lee Carvalho's putting challenge.
Final Fantasy 7, and then Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League
I
Baseball.
started playing through Final Fantasy 7 on the
PS4?
PS4 remake.
Yeah? How is it?
It's a good game.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It holds up well because...
How's what I'm asking is the port. Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like nothing...
That's the only reason I haven't bought it yet, because I'm not too sure about the quality of the port.
Nothing is like really...
Standoutish or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the original.
Okay.
And I don't know if they use the change translation. I don't think they should change RPG translations because I love them when they're crap.
they're really amusing.
Chrono Trigger.
Pilot Wings, obviously. Another one, also another game I remember having, Prince of Persia.
Oh, okay.
The original Prince of Persia, because
That's a good game.
It is, and it's so different from like what you think of what Prince of Persia is now. It's basically Prince of Persia is basically Pitfall almost.
Yeah.
But it just
but with
Persian.
really good graphics for the time.
Exactly.
It looks incredible.
Yeah. So I would say Prince of Persia, Secret of Mana, and then the one I'm going to get the most shit for, but I have a reason, is Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu is making a comeback, motherfuckers. It's a joke in...
Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for years.
It's got a running joke on Fresh Off the Boat and all this stuff.
They're remaking
and then they're making a new Shaq Fu, so I think it would be the perfect time to like have people see what the original is. Because you got to think of like, okay, this is a good console for people to go back and like relive all these moments, but it's also a great time for people who never got the chance to play a Super Nintendo to go back to these moments. And Shaq Fu is like one of the pinnacle moments you think about for the Super Nintendo of how fucking terrible it was.
That reminds me of one of our early episodes where I requested a compilation of all of the Simpsons games because I think it would be hilarious.
And then SimCity 2000 is another one.
I have that game on the iMac.
Super Bomberman, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Super Mario RPG.
I said that right?
I don't think you did.
No, not RPG.
I swear I put that on.
That's the Legend of the Seven Stars or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you said that. Piece of shit. Such a good RPG. It's if you've never played, like, you might think like Mario and a fucking RPG game. That's weird. No, it's so good.
Why would anyone think that's weird? He has 3 RPG series now.
Yeah.
That's true. Super Star Wars, Tom and Jerry. Yeah, it was such a good platformer. Like, oddly. Now, a joking one, but sort of serious. Toy Story. Another awful game. Another just like half of the game is literally just reading the story. It's so fucking... And then like the levels are like a minute and a half long. It's so weird.
You kids like exposition?
Milo's favorite game.
And then Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Just because we need to bring those games back. There's no, like, you can't access those games anywhere. Like, anywhere. Like, we need to bring those games back.
Probably
They're
on
so
an emulator.
Good. Yeah, I'm an emulator, but like...
But that's for nerds.
But that's for fucking nerds who have like good computers and shit. And then last one, Yoshi's Island, obviously. Yoshi's Island is actually one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. Goof Troop's fucking stupid. Says the guy who put Toy Story on the Super Nintendo Mini.
I went to Amoeba yesterday and they had a copy of Bart versus the Space Mutants for NES.
Oh, wow.
I almost bought it.
Yeah, that's a good one to have. No, I know, but it's just for like to have it.
I bought the Tomb Raider collection instead.
Okay.
I need to get the Prince of Persia collection because I've never played those games.
No, you don't. I think Prince of Persia is okay. Like the new ones, at least.
Yeah. It was the latest.
Likes Jack too.
It was the latest one where you could not die from falling, right?
I don't even remember. The last Prince of Persia game I played was for the PlayStation 2, I think.
Sands of Time, Two Thrones, or Warrior Within.
Warrior Within, I think, is the last one that I played.
The first one's the best.
Yes. So I just wanted to sort of see where we sort of had crossover in our lists and whatnot. Some obvious ones like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Mario Kart. Even though, like, I remember playing Super Mario Kart in the last couple of years, and it's so weird to go back to, especially after years of just playing
how
3D.
flat it is.
Yeah, it's so off-putting. I don't know. It's weird. But I think it would be fun to go back to.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts for the Super Nintendo Mini if it ever happens? No?
Super Scope.